Can you hear it, guys? Can you hear it? You can't hear it because there's no back vocalist. Let's talk. Alright guys, welcome to my vlog, new season. As you know, as I promised, you could influence it, and there it is. You voted for Pink. Okay, one of you voted for Pink. It wasn't the best campaign, I understand, I got it, I must try harder. And I think that's the case of this vlog as well, to try harder, to try better, to try new things. And I think one of those new things is to get kind of used to that we don't have back vocalists. Or do we have them? Because no one said you can't have them, but I was thinking about it because I'm definitely not a huge fan of not having them for many reasons. As well, I kind of understand why maybe this is not an important thing that much. Maybe we just, tend to have it. We're conservative, even we try to say we're more like open-minded and open to new things. It seems the discussion on the internet is not that positive about it, and I can completely understand it, but firstly sad because this vlog will be fragmented to many things, and maybe it's going to be long and maybe it's not going to be that long. We'll see about it because I never had this kind of plan how long it's going to be, but I would say that first of all, it was not a decision of one person, it was a reference group decision, which is voted by all the rest of the countries' delegations or the head of delegations. It's democracy. And the second thing is that maybe it's better to try new things than just still tend on things we already have, because we can go back where, anyway, anywhere, whenever, you know what I mean. That was basically it, because the responsibility for the decision is there. It's not very easy to have the responsibility for the decision. It's really easy for me to say like what I like the best, what I really would like to do, how I would like to do it, and what I would vote for or whatever, but I'm not responsible for those decisions. I'm just commenting them. So I've made the pluses and minuses of this decision. Start with pluses. Yeah, if you don't bring back vocalists and you won't bring anybody above them, you're saving. Because you're saving salaries, you're saving hotels, you're saving flight tickets, you're saving travel, whatever. You're saving everything. So in this case, it's a big plus. And time in the way that you don't need to waste it. Because the hardest thing on searching for back vocalists is to have them perfect fitting ones with your song. And that's not that easy as how it maybe seems. Because not everybody has this kind of chemistry with the song. Not everybody, has the same voice you need for it. And we very struggled with it every year. Because you must understand that a lot of singers are booked when you're searching for them after the song is selected. Especially when you have national selection where are none of them, no back vocalists, no people like this. And they're booked for, theaters, musicals, their own shows, another stuff, another contracts which they have other obligations. So that's another plus, that you're saving time. That's another plus. More dancers, more prop wearers, whatever. It opens your creativity because no one says that you can't combine it like you do, nowadays. No one said it. But as well, it gives you the opportunity to be more creative with people on stage. It actually even helps you to have bigger band on stage. Like 6 group members, because you don't need back vocalists if you choose to. And sometimes it's good not to have them because the band is just big, they have just a lead singer, maybe some, little vocalist, but imagine there's our situation with like Malawi, if they were like 5 and we had 3 back vocalists, we couldn't take them. We should, find out a way how to make it happen. Now it's solved, and that's a big plus. We all know how hard it is to travel, how hard it is to make things happen, how very easily something is corrupted with this horrible disease and all the government's rules, and every country has it differently, Less people has a team, lesser chance that something's gonna happen. And that's basically yeah, I think you understand this. So that's about pluses, you know, just a little review. It's cheaper. You can have dancers on stage more than vocalists, and you can combine. You're not wasting time in searching for the people who is vocalists and COVID rules. And as well, no one really forces you to don't use back vocalists. I think that's the biggest plus as well. Nothing is black or white, and I can see that there are plenty of minuses to this decision and to this rule. Let's talk about them. I'm worried that a lot of televisions, a lot of creators are actually not that creative, and they will use this contest, which is called song contest, to be a dance song contest. Dance song contest, song contests with dancers dancing contest, which already kind of happened in 2021 without a huge success, I would say. But there were so many choreographers, so many same ideas, similar ones, which I don't know, I didn't miss it at Eurovision at all, really didn't. I don't kind of miss it this on concert. Why should I miss it on television? I don't know, more dancey songs can win and less quality will be at Eurovision. Maybe I'm wrong, but that what worries me, and last year kind of showed it. We'll see. You know, we tend to say that the song contest is about songs, and only what matters is song. I tend to say only what matters is artists, how the artist sells the song. That's what should matters first, and what really helps it's the natural way how the vocals sound, the live vocals, because we hear, and in so many national selection, that this is the problem. We can see the lack of quality of vocals in national selection, because, you know, it would cost a lot if you have so many back vocalists, you know, different types of back vocalists, to have back vocals which are just, you know, fixed to one artist, because, you know, that's how I would feel that it's great, it's good, maybe not, but definitely not in a song contest, because it's a contest of one song, not so many songs from one country. And we heard already in 2021 how it affected the show, you know, Sweden vocally, no one did help the guy. It was there, you know, with the mixing, that didn't really help. Czech Republic, the same. Georgia, okay, maybe different case, but we have so many others where the lead singer were just off, because there was no one who can, you know, climb with, like, at the concert, like normally. It just felt flat a lot in those cases, and in so many other cases, I would say. I can hear it, I can live with it, but I would say this is something which is a downside, a minus. What advertisement I mean? I mean the advertisement in the way that when you bring back vocalists, because they're normally singers, you know, there's no like back vocalist job. They're just normal singers, like Pam Rabbit was back vocalist, and there are plenty of others from different countries who are solo artists from their own countries who wants to represent their country. And if you just show them what Eurovision is, even from the backstage and from the back vocalist point of view, you are showing that they're worth, they understand what's going on, how it's going on. Most likely they'll see that it's worth to go to Eurovision one day, and you're plant a seed into that. With dancers, no one cares. It's a song contest after all. Dancer probably won't say it, but it's like, I would go there again next year dancing. Like, no one knows if there's going to be a dancing at all. So I would be really careful not using back vocalists, even because this reason to let more people to see Eurovision from the inside. Definitely worth it. That's one of the most profitable things for Eurovision, that you can show it to more people who you can influence, who can be inspired by others, and who can shine next year's. We're gonna lose it, I would say, if countries just use less back vocals and less back vocals live. It's just pure television decision in my opinion, and I understand it on the national scale. I'm worried about it on the international scale, because it just, you know, goes with how television professionals feel and how we are thinking. Make things easier a bit, but I'm really worried that if we just make this contest artificial too much, I really would say that we lose creativity in this way, and that we will go back in 2000s with that decision, possibly, especially with internal selections. I'm really worried that more dancey songs will go and less creative songs, less art will go, and eventually it will lead to terrible 2000s again, which, you know, we still are there with our marketing. I don't want it. The sound mix, that what matters, that how the song will sound in your TV, how you will feel it, how the jury will feel it, how you will listen to it. And last year with sound mixing kind of struggled, especially with the back vocals. You know, with live back vocals, you can still kind of change things. With pre-recorded back vocals, you can't change anything. You just can't. You just can't do it. You can, you know, mix it better, you can do whatever, but if it just doesn't work, you have no chance to change it. And it takes off the creativity, it takes off the quality as well. And we see it and we heard it last year at Eurovision. That's those minuses, but in general, let's say this. Is this what viewers want? Is this what countries want? Or is it more like what television want? Is this more like how to save money? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's how it works, how this decision was made, and I completely understand it. Or it's just, you know, the unleash of creativity for countries, for televisions, after all. Because as I said many times in this video, no one really forced anyone not to use them, not to use back vocals. It's just an option, after all. And maybe that's for good. Maybe it can actually get even more depth, after all, into the song, into the sound quality, into the voice and vocal quality of, you know, the whole experience we have from the song. So tell me guys, what do you think? What is your opinion after you heard what I said? What is your opinion about it? Do you agree that maybe it's not the wrong step, but it's a step somewhere and we'll see what's gonna happen because it's an optional? Or do you think it's a step back? Inside myself, I can say that I think it's a wrong step because I don't trust how TV industry guys, entertainment, kind of how they think. How it's going to be hard to tell them, hey, we need more back vocalists, and they will say, you know, the productionist or, you know, the producers, some of them, especially the ones who are concerned about budgets, and they will say like, why? Because we can pre-record it. What kind of argument you would say? Because my argument is very subjective. Their argument can be counted. That's the reason why I'm against it, because I'm really worried that we will lose the quality of songs, we will lose the quality of sound, especially of vocals, of course. I don't want it. I want this to be really top-notch quality vocally, especially vocally, because anything else is not that disturbing as a wrong vocal. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just pessimist, and especially I'm not responsible, so it's really easy for me to say this in COVID times, which I understand this rule is happening. But tell me in the comments below what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video and share it. Become my fun. See you next time. Bye.